Hello, everybody. So this week I'm not going to be doing anything silly or goofy or anything of my typical nature. Today I actually am doing something that has been recommended to myself to do multiple times throughout the last few years, and today I finally decided to do it. So, anybody who doesn't know, in 2018, I lost my oldest brother to suicide, and uh, since then, I've had multiple mental health professionals tell me that it's important for me to work on addressing how I feel regarding it, which I feel like I have, but put simply, today I decided to finally sit down and write a letter about my experience through the entire thing and just what in the moment I felt like I would want to say to him. And yeah, so I have a letter here and I'm just going to read it off. On March 5th, 2018, Mom called me late at night. I was home for spring break, sleeping on the couch downstairs, and I was deep asleep already. But for some reason, her call still woke me up. Surprising as at the time I kept my phone on silent near constantly. Sorry, this sounds a little different reading it. It's Michael. He's been in an accident. She told me. You'd crashed your car. I was shocked, distraught, but I couldn't guess what she was really saying. Okay, how is he? Where is he? Which hospital? Which hospital? Sorry, guys. She started crying harder, and I patiently took a breath. This was a lot to take in, I'm sure. I was trying to be patient with her. She finally near shouted, "He's gone." Those words hit like a punch in the gut, a shot to the chest. In an instant, I felt like my head had been dunked underwater. Everything became muffled, surreal, as I tried to process what I'd just heard. I remember just saying the word no, no, over and over. I was wailing like a wounded animal. Dad was beside me on the other couch, and of course my crying woke him, and he panicked, asking, what's going on? And I struggled to find words to tell him. And honestly, I'm not really sure that I did. All I managed was, it's Michael. And I think just from my demeanor alone, he was able to tell. He then echoed my words, no, no, over and over. I think it would have crushed you, Michael, to see him like that. He kept saying the words, "that beautiful face," over and over. He said it, and he was right. You are beautiful. In my mind, you still are. You had the most infectious laugh and smile. Your personality was unmatched. I think that's why it hit everyone so hard when we found out it was your decision. The news shattered us, especially as we started to piece together the events that led up to that night. We all cried together. Raylan and Kinsley were crushed, but they were still so young. Their faces were filled with confusion, and they were searching all of ours to make sense of the overwhelming storm of emotions around them. Slowly, the details started to come through. A final plea for help at work. Your last text to your dad before you took off in your car for the last time. None of us wanted to believe that. It had to just be an accident, a misunderstanding. Not Michael, not you. You were stronger than that. You were just talking about plans to visit one of us, different things that you were looking forward to. The last time I saw you, I hugged you extra tight. My paranoid mind thought to myself, what if his flight goes down on his way home and these are our last moments together? It was such a bleak thought at the time, but because of that, I hugged you extra long and extra hard, like I was saying goodbye. I wonder if you noticed that. When I found out the truth, I was angry at you. I couldn't understand why you didn't say goodbye to us. Why you didn't let us in on your struggles. We could have helped, I thought. And I was angry at your dad, too. Did you feel that? Me being angry at your funeral? The truth is, you deserved better from all of us, not just him. I think back to Christmas, to all the arguing, and I wonder if it contributed to your decision. I sat across the room from you, seeing that 1,000-yard stare, as our family members argued yet again. Things were said, comments about giving up and ending lives. I looked to you horrified for your reaction, and I saw how much it affected you. I don't blame anyone, but I feel justified in hating all of the things that pushed you down that path. Your funeral was beautiful, Michael, but I barely noticed. At the time, I was too caught up in anger, biting my tongue to literally keep from screaming, wanting to blame someone. I wanted to shout, we should have done more. We could have done more. Everyone's tears around me felt fake. I wish I had made that day about you and not me. I wish it was a day filled with love and grief, not bitterness and rage. I just wish we could have done more for you. Michael, I hope you see the hole left in your absence. Just last week, I crumpled into a ball on the kitchen floor, collapsing into a sobbing heap like I was dragged back to 2018 all over again. Time may make these moments less frequent, but don't you dare say it makes it easier. The pain never goes away or dulls. I miss you just as much now as I did then. Not just me, everyone. Michael, I'm not telling you this to make you feel guilty. I just hope that you know how loved you really were. Even when in your darkest, most hopeless moments you probably couldn't feel it, I hope you still knew it. Maybe our own selfish arguments clouded it, but you meant the world to us, and I would give up everything I've gained since that day. All forward progress just to have another shot at being your sister again. To make things right. I have to believe there is something beyond all of this, though I know nothing is guaranteed. I hold on to the hope that somehow you can hear me. I have to believe that or I'd go crazy. It's like trusting a parachute to open before you've ever had to jump. And now that I've seen you take that leap, I have to trust that the parachute's there and that it's going to work. And my truth faith is being put to the test. In the beginning, I really grappled with that. I tried to escape the reality of your absence in so many ways. Again, I don't want to upset you because I have grown so much since then, and I know it wasn't your fault. I just want to turn back time and find some way to fix things. But the thing is, death is permanent. Everything in life can be repaired, but not now, not this. And that's the hardest fact to face. I love you and I miss you. Tris.